Hello everybody. Alright, back at it. Another fat burn meal, another easy, quick, summer style fat burn meal. So let's get right to it. I'm going to show you guys what we're cooking, then I'm going to show you what we're using to cook with. So we've got farm fresh pork here, no growth hormones, no artificial ingredients, no added enhancements or solutions. Really weird that we even need to add that on labels. Anyhow, here's what we got, some pork. So for those of you that know, grab your guidebook. Pork is in the 5-ounce category. So it is got plenty of healthy fats in it. We're not gonna add any extra healthy fats. We're good to go there. Got some broccoli, some cauliflower, and of course, the Pam spray, my favorite. Again, you can get this organic, no artificial preservatives, flavors, or colors. All right, back onto the tools. We've got spatula, chef knife, half cup, 1 cup, so very important. And let me show you what we got over here. We got the cast iron, AKA the flavor saver, and this steamer. And of course, you can do, just spilled water all over. But of course, you can just do, if you don't have one of these, you can do just a pot, about 1 inch of water in it. And then when we put the veggies in, you just throw them right on the water. As long as you got a lid, it'll do the same thing. I am also preheating the oven on broil, okay? So that is getting going, and you can see obviously this is going as well, so that's gonna start steaming. All right, so this is really like a low maintenance kind of meal. First thing I'm gonna do is, I wanna cook these as whole as possible, okay? Because I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with it, and I really kinda want these to be easy to cut when they are cooked. So that right there is pretty loose, pretty open, you know, quite a bit of space in between, not too thick. So I'm just gonna throw this right in. That's gonna steam as is. This is definitely more dense. It's kind of hard for the steam to get to the center of this without overcooking the outside first. So first I'm gonna chop that little thing off that kind of sits on the bottom. Let me get you so you can see my cutting board here. There we go. Look at that. So you'll miss my face, but you at least see what I'm cutting. And I'm just trying to get the little bit on the bottom, you know, kind of this stem taken out right here. All right, and now we got clean cauliflower. And then I'm just gonna cut it right down the center. So that is a little bit better, a little bit more access for the steam. I'm gonna put that face down so that the steam can get right up in there. All right, now we got our pork chop right here. Clients, if you got the Cavender's seasoning, great thing to use on this. You know, I'm always raving about that stuff. Works great in fat burn, perfectly good on the 5-in-1. I'm gonna use a little salt and pepper this time. And remember, we are just using a little bit of salt and pepper. I mean a small amount. You don't want the salt to mess us up with sodium. So, I mean, honestly, that's it right there. Really a small amount. We want to flavor the pork chop, not make it taste like salt and pepper. So I'm just gonna do a small amount on this side, a little bit of salt, and then I'm gonna pop it into the cast iron and we're gonna throw it into the oven. I'll show you how we're broiling it. So we are steaming right here in full force. I've got this Pam spray, so I already sprayed the cast iron, but this is what I used to spray the entire cast iron before I popped the pork chop on it. And then with broil, what you have is basically the top burner is gonna be at its maximum. Now, of course, working with flame, with real gas oven, it's always way better, but we're using electric here, so you're gonna see how this is done using the worst of the worst. So I've got the pork chop in there. You definitely want this grate at the highest level possible without having the cast iron touch those burners. So we're gonna cook it like that. This is a super quick cooking method. It's like having your having your grill on high and putting a steak on your grill. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the time. So because these are actually so big, I am going to flip them. Not something I typically do when I'm steaming any veggie. Notice though I've got the oven mitt on. This is boiling water and the steam is like only a few inches away from it as it comes up inside this pot. So it's still burning hot. But essentially I'm using a fork, and what it's also allowing me to do is see, like if I do a light push here, it goes right in. So that top part's done, the bottom is not. Good reason to flip it. So I'm gonna do these other two and then we'll get back to it. All right, folks, so I already cut the cauliflower. I'm gonna show you how I'm cutting it and how I'm cutting the broccoli, but I'm cutting it into like little tiny, like almost rice sized pieces, really just chopping it. So in terms of what way to cut the cauliflower, just start chopping it. I went with the head first, just like I'm gonna do with the broccoli, just because it's easier that way. And now you can see why I left it whole, because if it was a bunch of medium-sized pieces, it would not be this easy. And then I'm gonna have to do some more chopping down at the stem area, but essentially I'm just really kind of mushing this up again into rice-sized pieces. I'm gonna mix it right in with the cauliflower, and then you're gonna see how we serve it. All right, guys, so our pork chop is done here. And here's one of my favorite parts. Because we cooked this pork chop so clean, didn't add any syrups, sugars, sauces, anything like that, all that stuff that turns something pretty healthy into an unhealthy meal, we can happily take the juice that's in the cast iron and now pour it over, because we know all that is just stuff that was on the pork chop naturally. Perfect. All right, so now what we're looking for here is a plate, of course. Got our handy dandy food scale here. Remember, pork is in the 5-ounce category. Don't have to worry about adding any healthy fats. We just poured it on there. All right, so we're looking for 5 ounces. So here's a good sized piece here. Let's see, that puts us, oh my God, that puts us right at 5 ounces. Holy shit. All right, now for our veggie. And this is gonna act like a rice. So we're almost doing like a steak, rice on the side, okay? Now there's many different ways you can flavor this rice. One, you can actually pour the juices of that pork chop onto the rice. I'm calling it rice, it's cauliflower and broccoli. You can actually pour it onto the rice, or you can use that Cavender's Greek seasoning, pop that on there. Can't believe it's not butter spray. Stay away from the tub filled with a bunch of crap, you don't want it. Other things you can do, clients, is hot sauce, plain regular Tabasco hot sauce, completely fat burn approved, so you can do that as well, or just leave it as is, maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, all right? But you just saw me do 1 whole cup, that was 2 servings. I just did another half cup, that's 3 servings. Remember, we need 3 whole servings. Let me show you the finished product. Here it is, 100% fat burn approved. Add your flavor into this, clients, with whatever you want to utilize that is fat burn approved. You know what those tools are. Otherwise, non-clients watching this video, if you could eat like this and burn body fat, reach your health goals, chase after them, then reach out to me. Let's get you going on this. Let's set you up with something that's going to work for you and taste this good. Talk to you soon.